brand I had sort of heard of on Instagram, and then yeah, that was it. So they sent me an email and said, hey, if you do this survey, we're going to give you a coupon for a percentage off our makeup. Now that could be a very leading thing, and I knew that, but I like doing makeup surveys, so I did it. And they sent me a 30% off anything in their site, which turned out to be freaking amazing. So this is the brand Cleof. I believe is how you say this. I'm not positive. I assume Cleof? I don't know. But they do their mermaid set that everybody's seen on Instagram. So if you've seen that and didn't know where to get it, then this is where. Anyways, so I go on their site and I look around, and they had a couple things. One of the things they had was this brush offer. $5, you get 11 brushes. Now, I get 30% off that, so they're like $3.50. So why the hell not, right? I was not expecting much. I mean, that's like 25 cents a brush. So they come and they're all individually packaged. Some of these you're gonna notice have color on them because I did use them before I did this. I have not used all of them, that's why there's some still in here. But these brushes are great. The only problem is my dogs really like them too. So one of them, thank God it was one that I don't use. It's like a big flat paddle brush. It already has the handle chewed to, you know, nothing. It took him like 5 minutes. I don't understand. These brushes are incredibly soft. They feel so good, and they work really well. I was impressed. I am impressed. I haven't found any shedding, no fallout, no nothing. Here, let me blend some more. Anyways, so the brushes, you know, when I got them, I was like, wow, these are really nice. I'm impressed with the brushes. So then I pulled out the palette. This did come in bubble wrap. Again, I have already played with this a little bit. I was curious. It looks like this. There is no mirror. It's just basic black packaging, which, you know, whatever. So there's 3 rows, and they're very bright makeup colors, you know. And so I'm gonna swatch them for you. I will tell you now, this first row here, well, I can hold it right side up because there's no mirror. This first row here is less than amazing. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see that white, probably not. There's the yellow. Again, I mean, you can see it better on that swatch than the ones I did previously because I am really rubbing into these shadows. But this green, again, super just not very there. So I got through the first row and I'm thinking, well, maybe I should have got their glitter palette because, again, that blue, I just sat there and went on it a little bit trying to get it on there. It's just sad, right? So I was like, damn it. Okay, well, the brushes are nice. And I paid like $12 for the whole order, so whatever. Then I got to the second row. The first shade, it looks okay. It applies much better with the brush. Then I got to this pink, and I was like, oh, that's better. And the red, gorgeous. The purple, which is a pain in the butt shade, also very nice. This green here, very beautiful. The aquamarine, gorgeous. The navy blue, holy cow. One of the best blues, that shade, I have ever tried. And then the black is okay. It's not like, wow, amazing. The Tarte one I used recently is much better than that. I think it was a $7 palette is what this ended up being. I'm not gonna complain about it. This row here, I'll be honest, is pretty much you know, it just didn't do it for me. I think you could make it work if you really packed it on, but the other rows, very nice. I'm gonna throw some neutral shades on my eyes. This is my Too Faced Sugar Cookie palette. This is like the perfect neutral palette for me, so I keep it here where I can use it. So I'm just gonna set my eyes with a base shade. We're gonna go into this palette and see what kind of look I can create. There are quite a few mattes in here. There's also several shimmers. So I'm gonna start out with that black. And of course, this brush has pink all over it. That one has blue all over it. So I don't want to really use either of them just yet. So I'm just gonna use my Wayne Goss brush and my huge mirror on this palette here. Applying with the Wayne Goss brush, this is applying very nicely. It is skipping a little bit right here. I'm gonna grab this purple here. I know that when I was playing with it on my hand, it looked gorgeous. And it applies beautifully. It does have a little fallout, but nothing crazy. The purple in here is applying beautifully. It's actually applying the color it is in the pan. That's a nice change. And you can build that up. Like, the more I'm sitting here playing with it, the more intense it's getting. That is beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to take this aquamarine color that is a shimmer. I'm not using any glitter primer. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, that is gorgeous. I'm blown away by how well that just applied there without any moisture or glitter glue or anything. I'm gonna try using this packing brush with it and a little bit of setting spray. Seriously stunning. I'm picking up a little bit of that blue and just putting it, wow. I didn't even like re-dip in with my brush to do those outer corners. I just dipped in one time. That blue is intense. Holy crap. So now I'm going to try to get this grain to show up. It is a matte. I'm just going to use a dumb brush and see if I can't get it to pack on, because sometimes stuff fools you in swatches. Okay, we were doing good, and it all just fell apart, and those first shades just don't perform well. They just don't. But that's okay, because like I said, I will just ignore those shades and use the other two rows, because those other two rows are gorgeous, and that blue there, oh my god. So I did my concealer, and now I'm going to take this kabuki brush and just blend in my powder back into this little palette that could. I'm going to take the purple and bring it around my lower lash line. I'm going to use this little pencil brush they had in their set. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks great. And it is great. And now I'm going to grab some of this pink here. And I'm just going to use this fluffy brush to blend it out. Because the inner corner colors don't really work, I'm going to use my Pacifica Rainbow Halo Drops. I will be right back after I put on my mascara and eyeliner and stuff. Okay, I'm back. And I have my eyeliner and mascara on, and my lashes curled. So before I went away, the line between the blue and the white was very intense. And I did something not thinking it was going to be a big deal, but it turned out that it like made a huge difference in the look completely. So I just took this big fluffy brush, touched it into that blue, and patted it right there on the line, transition line, and it created a gorgeous, like, it was so fast, I was like, holy crap, it literally took 2 seconds, and it made it look completely different, and I'm like, damn it, that wasn't supposed to happen. It was just supposed to, you know, blend it a little bit to make it look a little nicer. Instead, it's like, wow, that's a huge difference. That's one of those things in makeup, you're like going along and you're like, okay, it's fine. And then you do one tiny little thing and all of a sudden it's like, bam, gorgeous look. Or you don't do that and you totally fuck it up. I'm gonna grab highlight out of here. I know you guys love highlight. I've been using this shade here. It's called Crown It Up Rose Gold. It is beautiful. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this highlight here that is Pink 90. I know I should probably stop using this palette on my channel because you can still get it a couple places. I think you can still get it on Sephora.com, but it's sold out quite a few places. Every time I use it and try something different in it, I'm just like, wow, pretty. That is a very pink highlight. It's like their Lotta set this summer that they had. And I love Smashbox highlights because they don't pick up texture. So I've got this, I think this is I Create. This is a lip tint from L'Oreal that was sent to me in a Vox box, and it is such a beautiful shade. I've been wearing it a lot because it is a very pretty neutral color. Let's talk about this. So as we've seen, two of the rows here are gorgeous. This row here is not. It is awful. Do not buy this palette hoping the shades are gonna work, because as far as I can tell, they don't. I know that this is on clearance, and maybe they're hoping to come back with one that, you know, the whole palette works great. I don't know. It looked like their shimmers, because this is all mattes down here, so I'm thinking that their shimmers perform better, which is why their mermaid palette was such a hit, and I can certainly see why just from what I did with mine. Those colors in here are stunning. If you can still get this set for $5, it comes in this little white bag, and there's a ton of brushes in it. Get it. $3.50. They're gorgeous, and you can use them as your spare brushes, and they're soft, they don't shed, they work perfectly. I love them. I know that the code that I got was CLEOF30. Like, look up their survey, you should be able to get a code of your own. I think that's fair. But they always have a 20% off coupon somewhere that I've seen. And so you can use that too. Check them out, see what you think. I would not have paid the $25 for this and been happy though. I think I paid $8, $7, $8 for this when you combined it with the price of the brushes. It wasn't very much. I'm very forgiving of this because of that. Had I paid the $25 for this palette that they originally charged, I would be unhappy. I don't like it when I start paying higher and higher amounts and then shades don't work. I expect them to. Now when they're inexpensive like this, and I'm more tolerant of it from an indie brand that's still, you know, finding their way. You know, they're still working out formulas and stuff, and maybe, you know, obviously they have the glitter formula figured out, now they're just trying to work on their mattes. I get that. I get that it takes time. I would totally buy this again. I think their brushes are great. I don't know why they're clearancing them out. No idea. But for the price of that set, definitely a steal of a deal. I love finding new brands, little brands that, you know, maybe they had something on Instagram going around and people are like, oh, that looks cool, but you don't quite know what it is. I love finding out about that stuff and talking to you guys about it because it's new and interesting, and you know, not a lot about it out there. I tried to look up reviews on this particular palette and I didn't find any. What do you think? Have you tried them? Are you gonna try them? Indie brands are awesome. You should absolutely see what they've got and, you know, support them because small businesses need to grow too. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!